A black, oval-shaped UFO was observed hovering and shifting directions over the mountains near Sparks, Nevada on December 20th, 2018 at about 4:40 p.m.
This is... Bájale. Babe, this is...
It's not there anymore, is it?
It probably knows I'm recording it. Look, it's there again. That has to be alien. I see it moving. What else can that be? It got a...
It's like smaller and bigger and like it fades out, huh?
Yeah, but when you showed me the first time, it was hella dark. But it's there, it's like right in between that branch.
You can't see it anymore.
Two witnesses initially saw it as a solid black shape, but once recording began, it started shifting from black to transparent. This phenomenon was captured on camera for almost 2 minutes. Given the cold, windy conditions and remote location, conventional explanations like drones or balloons seems unlikely. Despite efforts to debunk it, the sighting remains unexplained, leaving the witnesses both excited and unsettled in the years that followed. A woman and her husband observed a hovering object with lights moving back and forth in the sky one night. The unknown couple stated that, while it was further away, a massive orb briefly flashed and flickered before retreating into space and disappearing. At the same time, a fast-moving helicopter flew overhead. The original glowing object then returned, moved lower, and eventually vanished.
There it is, I got it. I got it. And it's gone again. I got it.
A bright, fast-moving light was spotted from the balcony of a cruise ship, hundreds of miles from the nearest land. One of the passengers asked a crew member about the object, who confirmed that the ship does not use drones and said that personal drones are also prohibited on board. The crew member speculated that the object might be related to Mexico, but no official explanation was given. A fast-moving object was captured on video during the Blue Angels air show, recorded at 30 frames per second. The object was moving too fast to be seen with the naked eye, and was only noticed the following day during playback. It appears at the 10-second mark, traveling from south to north at a speed far exceeding the 200 plus miles per hour of the Blue Angels. The camera's settings confirm that any object entering the frame after the recording started would be captured at 30 frames per second, making its high speed even more remarkable. This disc or cylindrical UFO was recorded in Bracknell, England on the 18th of August 2024. Unseen by naked eye, the object was captured during a 10-minute hyperlapse recording from the poster's garden using a tripod and a gimbal pointed at a blood-red moon. The original uploader also stated that they couldn't hear any propulsion sound from the UAP. The uploader of this one was filming a sunset with their drone near Moab, Utah, when two spherical metal objects flew past, following the same path at high speed. One reflected the sunlight like polished metal, and upon reviewing the footage, the OP realized a second object was trailing closely behind. They seem to emerge from the rocky horizon, moving too fast for any clear details, but just enough to leave them with more questions than answers. A night vision camera pointing northeast in California captured an unidentified object on June 21, 2023. The object, described as swaying side to side like a centipede, was confirmed not to be Starlink, as Starlink satellites follow a structured orbit even during deorbit burnout. The unusual movement and formation of the object remain unexplained. disc-shaped object with bright lights was spotted in the sky over Hazlet, Texas on March 10, 2022 at about 7:20 p.m. local time.
Hold the steering wheel. You got this?
Two witnesses, a woman and her sister, noticed 4 bright lights in a straight line, so they recorded a video. However, when zoomed in, the object appeared to be a flying saucer.
Hold the steering wheel. You got this?
Two pilots flying a Cessna Citation Latitude at 40,000 feet along the east coast of Florida on their way to West Palm Beach observed bright star-like lights appearing and fading over a 20-minute period.
There it is. You got it. Right there. You got it. Oh, look, see, right to the right of it? Now there's 2 of them. And the other one faded out. And now that one is on. Oh, dude, this is awesome. And now it's fading out. Is that wild? I did. You're gonna have to give me your personal side. Yeah. And now they're both gone. But you saw 2. I saw 8.
The lights would suddenly appear, increase in brightness to resemble Venus, then fade away, with each event lasting 10 to 25 seconds and repeating every 2 to 3 minutes. The object's position remained constant relative to the aircraft, suggesting that it was at a great distance rather than moving. During their descent at about 35,000 feet, one of the pilots managed to capture a video of the only instance where 2 lights appeared at once. The sightings remain unexplained. The original poster of this one wrote, "Took a video of a traveling cylinder-shaped object next to the aeroplane I was sitting in. During their flight, they looked outside and saw this white, semi-transparent cylinder-typed object flying parallel to their aeroplane. A mysterious UAP was recorded over a high-security rhino sanctuary in Klerksdorp, northwest South Africa, which just so happens to be a no-fly zone. The object was first detected by radar before being captured on night vision cameras. But when a team of rangers were dispatched to investigate, they saw and heard nothing. No lights, no sound. The object didn't follow a straight path either. It changed course multiple times and appeared to shift in altitude, making it very difficult to determine its exact height. Footage shows a shape moving on top of the object, almost as if it was scanning. And investigators ruled out drones due to the restricted airspace and lack of unidentifiable flight patterns. A large chevron-shaped object with pulsing lights and a glowing aura was spotted hovering over a neighborhood in Forney, Texas on January 4th, 2024 at about 9:19 p.m.
That is not a motherfucking airplane. Damn.
The witness, a drone pilot familiar with aircraft, described it as larger than a plane, at times moving left to right, emitting beams and leaving a faint trail. Zoomed-in footage reveals a cylindrical vase-like structure inside the chevron shape with a hole in its center. The witness briefly stepped inside for a better camera, but when he returned, the object had vanished instantly, despite having hovered in one place just moments before. He later stated that he had an eerie feeling that it knew he was watching it.
That is not a motherfucking airplane.
A Ring doorbell camera in Midvale, Utah captured 4 bright white lights flying silently overhead on November 11th, 2023 at 8:04 p.m. The lights, which went unnoticed at the time, were discovered 4 hours later on the footage. 3 of the lights moved in triangular formation, while the 4th faded out one at a time. There were no reports from local news or other witnesses, leaving the event unexplained. This metallic-looking UFO was spotted from Wally Park in Southwick, Massachusetts on the 20th of October 2024 by an aviation expert. The original poster was at his son's travel ball game and pointed his phone up to videotape a jet flying at about 30 or 40,000 feet, when this saucer-looking object flew by at an unusually fast speed. The uploader never mentions it, but there appears to be two more unidentified objects in this video, the first of which being this bright silver or white color thing, and the other in black.